On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Meteorology.
The branch of science that deals with processes in the Earth's atmosphere that cause weather conditions.
Examples:
Agricultural meteorology, marine meteorology. He conducted his research at the meteorology laboratory using large-scale computing.
Globe.
The Earth or world, mainly used to emphasize its vastness.
Examples:
Terrestrial globe, around the globe. His final goal is to sail around the globe.
Rampant.
Especially of something bad or unwelcome, flourishing or spreading everywhere in a way that cannot be controlled.
Examples:
Rampant growth of weeds, rampant corruption. In an overly protective industry, violations of the ethics rules tend to be rampant.
Wildfire.
A large, uncontrolled fire that spreads quickly through a natural area, such as a forest, grassland, or mountain slope.
Examples:
Wildfire spread. Arson caused wildfire. The wildfire destroyed hundreds of homes and forced thousands of people to evacuate.
Tropical.
Originating in, located in, or characteristic of the tropics.
Examples:
Tropical cyclones, tropical islands. Tropical storm Marco is making his way along the coast of Florida.
Cyclone.
A violent, rotating windstorm that forms over tropical waters and can cause extensive damage to coastal regions, also known as a hurricane or typhoon, depending on the region in which it occurs.
Examples:
Cyclone warning, devastating cyclone. The cyclone's strong winds and rough seas severely impacted the fishing industry.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports, extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Prediction.
The act of predicting the future by reasoning, a statement made about the future.
Examples:
Make my predictions. Gloomy predictions. These results muddied the prediction.
Trend.
A general direction in which something is changing or developing.
Examples:
An international trend. The trend away from television. The oil price continued their downward trend.
Disaster.
An unexpected event or series of events that cause widespread damage, destruction, or loss of life.
Examples:
Global disaster. Disaster recovery. The disaster response team worked around the clock to aid those affected by the earthquake.
Climate.
The weather in a particular location averaged over some long period.
Examples:
A cold climate. Effects of climate change. Climate and weather have an impact on every part of our lifestyles.
Predict.
To state beforehand that something will happen in the future, mainly based on knowledge or experience.
Examples:
Predict the future. Predict when she will arrive. It's notoriously challenging to predict birth rates.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples:
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Roughly.
Approximately, but not precisely, with a violent manner.
Examples:
Roughly explain my idea. Roughly speaking. 5 miles is roughly similar to 8 kilometers.
Accuracy.
The state or degree of being exact or correct, the ability to perform something with proficiency and without mistake.
Examples:
Degree of accuracy. The accuracy of his compass. To assure accuracy, I recommend investing in high-quality test kits.
Atmospheric.
Pertaining to or located in the Earth's atmosphere.
Examples:
Doubling of atmospheric carbon dioxide. Atmospheric pressure. The sea surface temperature and atmospheric circulation are inextricably linked.
Forecast.
A prediction or statement about how something, such as the weather, will develop or what will happen in the future. Verb, to predict the future in advance.
Examples:
A weather forecast. Forecast an epidemic. Their team specializes in demand forecasts for our products.
Temperature.
The degree of hotness or coldness of a thing or place.
Examples:
Extreme temperatures. The atmospheric temperature. Cities around the world set records for highest temperatures this summer.
Specific.
Clearly defined or particular to a certain thing or situation, distinct, explicit, and precise.
Examples:
Specific instructions. Industry-specific regulations. The scientist conducted a study that provided specific details about the species' behavior.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Precipitation.
Moisture that condenses from the atmosphere and falls to the earth in the form of rain, snow, sleet, or hail, an unexpected acceleration or hastening.
Examples:
Precipitation pattern. The annual precipitation. The precipitation forecast for the weekend is for heavy rain.
Humidity.
The amount of water vapor in the air, typically as a percentage of the maximum that the air could hold at that temperature.
Examples:
Uncomfortable humidity. Humidity sensor. The humidity in the tropical forest was so high that it was hard to breathe.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Release.
To set free or allow to escape from confinement.
Examples:
Release a prisoner. Release CO2 into the air. The animal rights group worked to release the dolphins back into the wild.
Balloon.
A small bag made of thin rubber or other light material that can be inflated with air or gas, used as a toy or as a decoration. Verb, to become inflated.
Examples:
Balloon ride. Balloon into a severe political problem. The satellite balloon slowly ascended into the sky.
Instrument.
An object used to make musical sounds, such as a piano, guitar, or drum, a tool or device used for a specific activity, particularly in specialist or scientific work.
Examples:
Musical instruments. Surgical instruments. This electronic instrument is required to undergo periodic inspections to ensure precision.
Radiosonde.
A small, expendable instrument package containing sensors for collecting and transmitting meteorological data, typically carried into the atmosphere by a weather balloon.
Examples:
Launch radiosonde. Meteorological radiosonde. The radiosonde's data can create weather forecasts, detect severe storms, and monitor atmospheric conditions that affect airline safety.
Transmit.
To send or forward an electronic signal, to pass something from one person or thing to another.
Examples:
Transmit the disease. Transmit information. Parents often transmit their characteristics to their children.
Physics.
The science of matter and energy and their interactions.
Examples:
Nuclear physics. Laws of physics. He studied the physics of radiation.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Fundamental.
Forming an essential base or core from which everything else develops or is affected.
Examples:
Fundamental education. Fundamental rights. Human behavior has fundamental characteristics.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Incredibly.
In a way that is very difficult to believe, exceedingly or extremely.
Examples:
Incredibly cheerful character. Get incredibly insecure. Several cities are experiencing incredibly high unemployment rates.
Sensitive.
Able to notice slight changes, signals, or influences. Able to feel or perceive others' feelings. Susceptible to the things people say or do.
Examples:
Sensitive documents. Baby with sensitive skin. The teacher is very sensitive to children's feelings.
Absolute.
Perfect or complete or to the most considerable degree possible.
Examples:
Absolute loyalty. An absolute must. Gandhi had an absolute zeal for nonviolence.
Disturbance.
Something that interrupts a settled and peaceful condition or that makes someone feel nervous or worried.
Examples:
A nervous disturbance. A disturbance caused by a terrorist. This building construction causes serious disturbance to residents.
Massive.
Enormous amount, very heavy and solid.
Examples:
Massive amounts. Massive stars. The recent economic downturn has resulted in massive layoffs.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples:
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Turbulent.
Marked by a lot of sudden changes, confusion, or uncertainty, characterized by intense activity or agitation.
Examples:
Turbulent waves. Turbulent age. The stock market has been turbulent lately, with prices fluctuating rapidly.
Definition:
A concise explanation of the meaning of a word, phrase, or symbol.
Examples:
A precise definition. The definition of a word. Parallel lines are, by definition, lines on the same plane that never cross.
Ignore.
To intentionally not listen or pay attention to.
Examples:
Ignore her advice. Ignore a ban. Since independence, the area has been completely ignored.
Parameter.
A numerical or other measurable factors that characterize a system or set of data.
Examples:
Parameter estimation. Parameter tuning. The temperature range was one of the critical parameters we had to consider when designing the experiment.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Constraint.
A limit or restriction on something, such as an action, behavior, or thought.
Examples:
Constraint on business activity. Strict time constraints. The budget constraint forced them to make difficult decisions.
Radiation.
The energy that comes from a nuclear reaction in the form of rays, waves, or particles, and that can be hazardous to health.
Examples:
Exposure to radiation. Electromagnetic radiation. He tried every possible treatment, including chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Locate.
To specify or determine the exact position of someone or something.
Examples:
Locate a missing pet. Locate a tumor. The robot can accurately locate construction material.
Accurate.
Correct and exact in all details.
Examples:
Provide accurate information. Accurate measurements. The official transcript contains accurate academic records.
Rev.
A measure of the rate at which an engine or motor rotates, often expressed in revolutions per minute, RPM, verb, to increase the number of rotations per minute.
Examples:
Low rev engine. Rev up the crowd. He stepped on the gas pedal, and the engine released a loud rev.
Periodic.
Happening at regular intervals over a while.
Examples:
The periodic blooming of the cherry blossom. Periodic payments. Astronomers are examining whether the periodic signals emanating from this star are artificial.
Well-defined.
Having clear and precise boundaries or characteristics, distinctly outlined or delimited, easily understood or recognizable.
Examples:
Well-defined terms. Well-defined objectives. The well-defined set of instructions made it easy to assemble the furniture.
Tricky.
Requiring care and skill because challenging to do or deal with.
Examples:
Tricky problem. A tricky recipe to follow. We have discussed the entirety of this tricky problem.
Slight.
Very small in degree or amount.
Examples:
Feel a slight concern. Slight increase. We made slight modifications to reflect the views of both sides.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Shift.
A slight transition in position, direction, or trend.
Examples:
Doppler shift. Major paradigm shift. Could you help me shift some furniture?
Degree.
A unit of measurement for angles, temperature, or level of proficiency or achievement, a rank or level of academic or professional attainment.
Examples:
Bachelor's degree. Degree centigrade. She received her degree in psychology from the university.
Equivalent.
Having the same value, quality, meaning, purpose, etc.
Examples:
Equivalent amounts. Equivalent in meaning. The European Central Bank is Europe's equivalent of the Federal Reserve.
Nuclear.
Of or relating to or constituting the nucleus of an atom, deriving destructive energy from the release of atomic energy.
Examples:
Nuclear fusion. Use of nuclear power. Many countries have now agreed to a treaty banning the use of nuclear weapons.
Warhead.
The explosive or destructive part of a missile, rocket, or other weapons that are designed to explode on impact or detonation.
Examples:
Warhead missile. Nuclear warhead. The missile launch was successful, and the warhead hit its intended target.
Surge.
A sudden and great increase of something, such as a feeling, the amount or number, etc.
Examples:
A surge of shoppers. The surge in foreign tourism. She drowned her surge of anger through her creative work.
Dramatic.
Very sudden, very excellent, or full of action and excitement.
Examples:
Make dramatic changes. A dramatic rescue at sea. The statement had a dramatic impact on house prices.
Heatwave.
A prolonged period of hot and dry weather, often accompanied by high humidity and extreme temperatures. A sensation of intense heat, often caused by exposure to hot or humid conditions.
Examples:
Summer heat wave. Dangerous heat wave. The crops in the farming community have been significantly affected by the prolonged heat wave, leading to concerns about food security.
Drought.
A long period of time during which there is very little or no rain, leading to a shortage of water and often causing damage to crops and other vegetation.
Examples:
Periods of drought. Drought conditions. The region has been experiencing a severe drought, leading to water shortages and crop failures.
Random.
Made, done, or happening without method, conscious decision, or any regular pattern.
Examples:
A random choice. Bombs fell at random. To find drunk drivers, police conduct random tests.
Likelihood.
The probability or chance that something will happen or be the case.
Examples:
Likelihood of the success. Improve the likelihood of a cure. The likelihood of the project being completed on time is uncertain.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Accelerate.
To make something faster or earlier, to cause to develop or progress more quickly.
Examples:
Accelerate a chemical reaction. Accelerate the car. The government tried to accelerate the commercialization of this development.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
Identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Shifting.
Constantly changing or moving.
Examples:
Shifting balance. Continuously shifting landscape. Trends in the fashion industry are so shifting that it is challenging to keep up with them.
Mystery.
Something difficult to understand or explain, a secret or enigmatic quality that adds to the fascination or interest of something. A genre of fiction that involves the solution of a crime or a puzzle.
Examples:
Mystery novel. Unsolved mystery. The mystery surrounding the disappearance of the traveler has yet to be solved by authorities.